You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. The most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Please deliver us today. We just can't go on this way. We like the Israelites still in pain. We just can't go on this way. So send us another Moses again. We just can't go on this way. Oh, 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 oh. treated right, enslaved day and night. Oh, we just can't go on this way. We just can't go on this way. Please deliver us today. We just can't go on this way. We like the Israelites killing pain. We just can't go on this way. So send us another Moses again. We just can't go on this way. Oh, 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 oh. Lord, look around, you'll see the Pharaoh mentality ruling universally. Leaders promoting their ego, being a modern Pharaoh, tyrannies they manifest. We just can't go this way. We just can't go this way. Please deliver us today. We just can't go this way. Time to make them oppressors pay. We just can't go this way. So we children could see their way. We just can't go this way. Oh, 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 oh. No, 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 no. The poor have to slave night. When you have troubles, don't cry. Oh no, no. Just remember that God is standing by. Hold on, yeah. When you have heartaches, don't cry. Oh no, just remember that God is standing by. Sometime when your burden is down, just remember God is standing by. Thank you, Lord. So there's no need to cry. Oh, oh, God is standing by. Thank you, Lord. So don't you worry and don't cry. No, no. When you have troubles, don't cry. Oh no. Just remember that God is standing by. When you come running over, just remember God is standing by. Thank you, Lord. So there's no need to cry. God is standing by. Thank you, Lord. So don't you worry and don't cry. Oh no, yeah. Forget about your troubles. Forget about your pain. Yeah. Put your trust in the Father. Yeah. Oh God. God is standing by. Take it home. So there's no need not my name. So don't you worry and don't cry. Don't cry. Forget about your troubles and don't cry. No. Forget about your pain and don't cry. Just trust in the Father and don't cry. No, I don't shed no tears. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry.
You get up one morning, your elders have something, you don't know how they get it, but you want to use it. But if you ask them old people to get the things what they went through, ask them this any day, and your parents sure to say, black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're able to get a pulley and jam with the devil. Why? Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're ready to swim offshore and hold your boat steady. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you're here, you get a little something. With a dragon eye, you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man do get nothing easy. You get up one morning, and oil money running. How it come you don't know, so that it care how the thing go. But if they read about Uriah, they wanna find out the pressure. How we get so much old hell to get a penny from TLL. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you're here, you get a little something. With that eagle eye, you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man don't get nothing easy. We get up one morning, independence happening, getting the thing come easy. Now they're taking liberty, but if they know about petition, we are to send to England for some woman to tell we in this colony free. Black man have to keep on jabbing, for black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. People hold you, humiliate you, turn on and sell you, and then they free you. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you're here, you get a little something. With that dragon eye, you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man don't get nothing easy. So when a black man gets something, he got to start thinking to get it there easy. He got to practice economy, from getting licked from the slave master to become the landowner. Brother, it's a terrible journey, back with plenty brutality. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to rise up, you got to stand up, pick up your mind, you will always stay on top. Black man got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming for black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap.
Keep me as the apple of thine eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wing. O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. It's so sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover my mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are.
Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Yes, 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 yes. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYU 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, it's in the village with yours truly, Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy, and you on WZYU 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And this is how we start the thing.
It have our place, WZYE, where they treat you like friends and family. So if you're looking for a place to belong, going WZYE, you could come along. If you have haste, do come with me. We do have dad on WZYE, Santa Meditate.
Of course, Dad is one of our resident followers, the man himself, the one and only. We call him Dr. Love. Yeah, Dr. Love. Rennie Muhammad. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And of course, folks, don't forget Sherry Live, WZY 95.9 FM on Facebook, WZY TV on YouTube. You can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444 or 973-609-6509. And you can also send your WhatsApp messages to those two numbers as well. Let me bring in my good friend, my pal, the one and only, the man commonly known as Tommy. But in TNT, he's known as Uncle Tommy. That's the good Uncle Tommy, the one and only, the country bookie, the man from certain parts of the country in Trinidad and Tobago. It might end with a Bella or it might end with a Bay. The man himself, Uncle Tommy boy. Tommy, welcome.
Good evening. Me country bookie, you tongue bookie. But I'm happy to be here either way.
Tommy, what's that country bookie?
Yeah, from the country.
Oh, we just come up with some real thing, you know. A country.
Yeah, boy. The terms we come up with is something else.
No, it's something else. You know. He's a country bookie, and once you start, you know, Tommy, growing up in Chumaca, Lavantil, I would say 90% of the people didn't know my real name. Was that true for you?
Let me tell you something. Nobody in school knew my name in high school. Only children who were in the same class with me would have known my name. Everybody else called me Smack.
That is it.
Smack. Well,
Uh,
I got several other names along the way. I got at some point in Marbella they called me Fat Music.
Fat
And
music,
yeah, in in the country with the Bay they call me Bowie.
Bowie.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, real name, boy.
So I had several nicknames, but was Fat Music, was um Smack throughout high school was Smack.
Well, it's interesting, eh? In Chumaka Clavantel, most people know me as Butty. I don't know how to get that, but I guess Chuma middle name is still Butt.
Okay.
Well, not really, I want sometimes I don't know if it was my first name or if Anselm was my middle name, and somehow I end up with Anselm, but they used to call me Butty, and up to today, Tommy, some of my friends who see me from way back when, they still call me Butty, and that is it. And then I had a name. They used to call me Pinocchio.
Pinocchio,
What?
as
Why do you think they used to call me Pinocchio?
you what your nose grew.
Nah, the other part, the other thing with Pinocchio.
Yes.
Well, Pinocchio was skinny then and kind of dry,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So
Okay,
growing up
okay.
as a kid, I was very, very skinny, very skinny. So they used to call me Pinocchio. It's either Pinocchio or Butty, one or the other.
Pinocchio or
And,
Batty.
and but tell me, give you a quick story. It ever fella I grew up with him, a good partner. I hope you don't mind if I tell this story. My good partner. Um, I give him the name Beanhead, right?
Boonhead.
because because in the
Okay.
names we used to call him Beanhead, right? And everybody used to call him Beanhead. Everybody. Every time they see him Beanhead, because you know, when people get your name, it sometimes it'll stick. You know what I mean? And that is all everybody. But his real name is Raymond, right? And like maybe about a year or two ago, we was having a talk, and I said, "Hey, Beanhead," he said, he said, he said, Anselm, don't call me that name no more. Now. Call me by my real name now. I said, no problem. You know what I mean? Because I mean, as a big man, you go kind of feel kind of way after I calling you Beanhead. Yeah?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, so I respected that, and whenever I see man, I just call him by his real name, Raymond. You know what I mean? Because all of
Mhm.
us grew up in Chumakak together. And Curtis Montchashad, also from Chumakak, he's in here. And he normally joins us. Erica John. Erica John and I grew up in the same building, building one. Erica John was apartment 1-2, and we were apartment 2-1. Same building, same building. You know? And when Erica see me, Erica just call me Butty. She don't call me by no other name. Because I the name she know me by. You know? And that is it. But I want to do something real quick here. Let me go to the chat real quick. Tommy, there was a march today in Trinidad and Tobago, right?
Whereabouts?
And I want to call. Well, I know if he's my partner, one of my UNC partner. But let me go to the chat real quick. Takesha was first in the village. Takesha, welcome. She says, good night, everyone.
Good night, Kish.
Give me some red hearts. Plenty hearts, boy. Plenty hearts. Thank you, Takesha. Tommy get some blue hearts.
Thank you,
And
Kish.
Yeah, all the females in the village get some pink hearts, and all the males in the village get some blue hearts. Tikisha says, only love in the village, no room for hate or negativity. Yeah.
And
Bijram, well,
this is Mother's Day weekend too, so
yeah,
special.
boy. Special, special. Bijram said, good day, Uncle Tommy on Wall Street. Today menu cabbage and sada roti. Who stole the cookies in the cookie jar? $3 billion. Oh God. Bijam said they stole $3 million from many cookie jar, boy.
3 billion,
Bijam, that man had to be eh?
billion, not million.
Oh, you know, Tommy, thank you so much. I low in the bar, you know. I low in the bar. Let me say welcome to Williams Carol. I know this is the first time you're joining us, Williams. Welcome to Indie Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street. Michael Mirage, welcome. And Tommy, yes, Matilda, welcome. Good night, Uncle Tommy, Wall Street and viewers. Bless. Good night to you, Matilda.
Uh,
And Nadia, good night to you, Nadia. Good night, everyone. Blessings.
Blessings to you
Blessings
now.
to Adam. Blessings to Tommy. Trinidad Margot, I have a bone to pick with you. I have a bone to pick with you and Hailey.
Oh,
I have a Tommy, I pick bone with them. I pick a bone. I don't pick
yeah.
a bone with all your political leader, Trinidad Margot and Hailey. Really, really, I was very disappointed. Very, very, but I really wasn't disappointed. You know, he was consistent in his behavior. Nadia says to Keisha, good night. Yeah, Williams Carol, welcome. Or let's say hello to Williams Carol. It's the first time she's joining us in the village. She says,
Welcome
hope
to
they're
Philip.
talking about the Auditor General. We had to talk about that explosive report. I mean, Tommy, in my estimation, if I was the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, I would have let Colombo take a sabbatical and wait until this whole thing with this
Blow,
2 to 3 billion fiasco clears up.
blow over. Yeah.
Eh?
Till it blows over.
Say that again. I hear you.
Wait till it blows over.
Yeah, yeah. And upon my headphones. Yeah. Wait till it blows over. Because if you know how we like to compare Trinidad and Tobago to America, eh?
Oh boy.
You know they love to do that, eh?
Oh yeah. That's
If
the norm.
no, go ahead.
I said that's the norm.
Yeah. If that was the United States of America, Colombo would have been sitting on the bench.
Sitting
He
on
had
the
to go and
bus.
sit on the bench,
Mm.
sitting on the dock of the bay. Right?
Well, he may have been sitting faster on the dock of the bed on the bench. He'd been out of there.
Correct is right. Correct is right. Because this just it ain't songing good. It's not songing good. Something wrong. Something wrong. You know,
Serious.
and Tommy, to make it worse, you know what makes it even worse, Tommy? We go get into the article. You picking up the phone and calling the Auditor General to try to influence her. That is misbehavior in public office.
Trying to intimidate her. That's what he's trying to do.
Bully, you're being generous to bully her.
Yeah, well, that's what it amounts to. Bullying.
Where is the integrity commission? Does Trinidad and Tobago have an integrity commission?
When they're awake.
That's why anything gives under this RPNM, you know. Anything gives. By the way, where the Prime Minister is? You know?
Or maybe on one of his world escapades.
Tommy, come on, man.
Didn't he,
The
didn't
guy
he tell
brought
us,
back.
didn't he tell us he was going to two different locations?
Well, he was supposed to go to Ghana
And to India.
and then Right, correct. He was going to meet the king, the Ashanti king, to have a discussion with him about what the Ashanti king just get back from England that they stole, you know, a few, a few, several years ago. Yeah, Bizram, welcome.
Yeah, good night,
Good
all
night.
listeners. I sent a link there this evening there with Andy Williams and Marshall. You get?
Yeah, I get it, I get it.
All right. I don't know if you could post it a bit clean.
Yeah, I go play it. I go play it.
All right, nice.
Yeah, man. As a matter of fact, let me do this. Let me see if let me call a fella that was in that March day. Um, let me try this fella first. Uh, I know if he's the leader of the march or what, but um, let me see this. Let me see this here. Oh no, not that one. This one here. I know if you go pick up your phone, because sometimes I'm on phone up to show up here. But let me see. I wonder if that is it. Let me try this one here. You know what? He just sent me a message. It's still early. He can't be sleeping yet, right, Tommy?
No, should we watching 7 o'clock?
Yeah, he must be watching this 7 o'clock news. All right, I'm gonna try this other one here. Um, all right, here we go. I'm gonna try this one. Them fellas just have plenty numbers. Phone just ringing, but all right, let me try somebody else. Let me try this one. When they say calling, that means your phone ain't ringing, on WhatsApp.
That's to say ringing when it's ringing.
Yeah, it'll just say calling. Them fellas must be still in the match, but all right, you go try them back after the top of the hour. All right. So we was just trying to get in contact with some of those people with respect to the match. They had there in Trinidad and Tobago today. Carol says hello to Wall Street and Uncle Tommy. Takesha says, cover me, Jesus, cover my family,
Yep.
cover us all, Jesus, cover the Port of Spain. Only gunshot, Jesus, as I write this, Jesus, cover us, Jesus. Yeah, boy. Nadia, I hope all is well, girl. Not too well, but God always got me. Renwick, welcome. Oh, God. Bijam say good night, Botti and Pinocchio. Oh God, you know, me think. Oh, look, look, the next one come. Caris, good night. Hailey, I wonder if you saw the video with your political leader, Hailey. Eh, Hailey? I know Trinidad Margo, sir. Did you see the video? I ain't gonna play the video, but if you get me vexed, Hailey, I go play. Caris, welcome. Yeah,
Good night, Chris.
yeah. Ban Meha say hi, hi. Well, Denise from Madagascar sing for all the mothers. Banma, you gotta send that to me. Send that to the WhatsApp number. Caris, welcome. Hey,
Send
look, look who come back, Tommy.
Bonnie.
Yeah, boy, Vonnie, welcome, boy.
Trust all
Vonnie,
is
you
well.
in? Go ahead, Tommy.
We trust all is well with you too, Bonnie.
Yeah, boy, Vonnie like it was in a long cruise, boy, like a 6 months cruise. Darren was to no watch to the FIU. Money went missing. Vonnie, I was just trying him, you know. I was trying him. That's who I was calling. I know Lennox Smith number, nah? Lennox Smith. Do I have his number? I'm gonna try. Tommy, you know Lennox Smith, right?
I know of him. I don't know him personally.
Well, yeah, of him, right? I Lennox Smith is, Trinidad, we have a song called um The Big Words Man.
Yes,
That is
the big word
that,
man.
well, no, words. Lennox is the big words man. You know. Hey, Bishop, that is Lennox. Let me try that one. That is the big words man. Let me see. Let me see. Nine, hold on, let me see that. Hey, Bishop, that is Lennox. Nah, that number not on WhatsApp. Bishop, that number not on WhatsApp. 379-2480. Yeah, I go try and see. Let me see, yeah. Ah, nah. Yeah. Um. Nah. What going on there, boy? Okay. Yeah. Been showing up on It's been showing up on WhatsApp. Let me try my TK once more again. You know who my TK is, right? Tommy.
Yes, the broadcast.
Yeah. The Scully program, the Underground Report.
Mhm.
I'm a partner. And them. Bonnie Roberts says he's always there. Thank you for the acknowledgement. Yeah. So, folks, we're trying to reach out to
Like,
you know who we gonna reach out to? Yeah. I'm gonna reach out to this fella here. He was there too. Um, I don't know. I don't know if he trying to be a politician or something. I don't know. But he was there. And yeah, video and thing too, Tommy.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Kingsley, welcome. You are live on WZY 95.9 FM with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street. How are you doing, Kingsley?
Let's only watch it. I mean, listen. Let's watch it.
Yeah, go close to the
Um,
go close to the lamppost to the Wi-Fi.
yeah, she
Good
goes to
evening.
remember.
Good evening, Kingsley.
Good night to you, Uncle Tommy.
How
And
are
also good
you?
night to Watch it.
Yeah.
Good night to your viewers and listeners. Watch it. What's up, my brother?
Kingsley, we noticed that the pushback movement had a march today, and
Yeah.
the news report there was 100 or so people. Can you give us an update of the amount of people that was there, or is the news trying to mislead us, Kingsley?
Um, First thing I must say the pushback. I must say today was excellent. Today was a day where the country see citizens out there who very concerned about what taking place in Trinidad and Tobago. So the people of this country, Trinidad and Tobago, they rally because when I go on social media, on the mainstream media, social media, and I really comment on them under the videos. I see people say that how they wish they'll be there. But why do you know about it? It is time for people. It's a good thing they're doing, and I know it will have some negative ones because it has some negative ones there. And when I go to their profile, you see the party who they supported and they see the agenda. Um, Watch it. The figure what was given to me after the walk to deliver the letter, because it wasn't a protest, it was a walk to deliver a letter to the audit general. So the figure was given to me after was 400 people was there, and I was saying it was about 1,000, but the police is what gave that figure that 400 people was there. The average 400 people was there out there. So I do not know which media house carried that. But there was 100 people. It wasn't 100 people out there. Bullshit.
I think that was the Express. They had a video. They had a video with you. Then
Yes.
they had a video with Oh, all right. So Vonnie Roberts say he heard about 400 from
Yes.
TV6
400.
News. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, well, there was
It's
another
400.
video.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was another video that's saying it was 100. That's why I was asking. So Kingsley, let
No,
me
it wasn't.
let me let
Yes.
me ask you a question, Kingsley. With an important issue of billions of dollars missing or an error or misappropriated or whatever, do you really feel happy that only 400 people in the country concerned about a serious issue like what we have with the Auditor General? And it could be that there's misbehavior in public office by certain people in the RPNM government.
What should I must say before I make a contribution on that with what you asked me there, I must say I understand your question, but I hope that you understand my answer.
Wait.
Um,
You're gonna run me wrong Balize house? Is that what you're gonna do, man?
no. That what I said that I hope that I understand the question and I hope that you understand my answer. What should I am pleased with everybody was out there today. 50, 100, 400, 500,000. I was pleased because the one program promote that match was the ground report and a little bit of other program where I call it and they announce it. But watch it, it's show that the people who have the powers, the people who have the support need to ring that bell and call all union together, all working class, all opposition forces together and hit the streets. It's the only way that we could get a sign of, because I was a part of it in 2015. Sorry, in 2010 to 2015, I was a part of the, because I work in Section 34. I work from Shagarama's Carnage down there to the Hyatt. I work on Frederick Street. I was many match with MSG, Roger, Dr. Rowley, and I was there. And I know that we march every Monday morning, every Tuesday morning. We march for every single thing was on the table, and force the then government to call home ministers on allegation to resign. That's just an allegation, and because we was out there marching, I was having so. I'm saying, watch it. Yes, I am pleased with the people who was out there. I'm saying that we need to get some more help to promote the next match, where is very soon is coming. What I'm hearing, I will be the date going announced very soon, but we need to get more help, watch it, to promote that kind of match, because as I said, that was one frequency, was one program, was promoting the match, and I pleased with the 400 people what to know today.
But Kingsley, just before you go, right? Just before you go, Kingsley, come on. You have Douglas politics, right? Douglas
Mhm.
politics is considered to be a big
They did
program.
not they did not promote the walk.
Why?
I do not know why.
You see, Kingsley, you trying to run me wrong. All right. You're trying to run me wrong VNZ complex. I'm gonna go to VNZ complex. You're
Mm.
trying to run me wrong VNZ complex, and you're trying to be politically astute. But these are questions that need to be asked. How much time you're gonna call match and you're not getting a few thousand people? How come? I mean, to me, with a serious issue like this, where billions of dollars could be missing, an error, misstatement, whatever it is, that street
I,
should have been filled with people of Trinidad and Tobago, because this is an issue for whether you're PNM, UNC, PDP, NTA, anybody. So I was kind of surprised. I'll be honest with you. I was surprised that you only get 400
well,
people.
well. As you know, no UNC councillors was out there. No UNC MPs was out there. Was as this is not even Gary, not even said your boy Philip was out there. Nobody was out there more than the normal activists, normal callers, normal listeners. So again, watch it. I understand your question very well, and I understand where you're going and where you want to go with it. But I am I am definitely pleased, as I told you, what I see out there. I am really, really, really pleased about it. But I have no problem. I have no problem. But again, sorry, excuse me. Again, I want to tell you that that I don't want to be politically, but the people who fighting for power need to ring a serious bell on the streets, and that's not only have a little Sunday press conference and a Wednesday press conference and a Thursday press conference and a Monday night and a crime talk. Need to hit the streets to see your strength. That is how you gonna know your strength, by hitting the street. That is how you gonna know that much people is behind it and ready for the movements. And if you're not hitting the streets, you will never know how the movement is. Watch it. So again, if you say that if you call out
Kingsley,
the
before
people
you
and
go,
them who,
Kingsley, just
yeah,
before you go, was God Christopher there?
that 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 is not supporting that that Chamberlain right now. He's not supporting that. His nerves is on 100, and he had to leave that madman. I mean that man alone, not madman, but that madman alone.
Kingsley,
And then I mean you have to leave here. Look, right now he tripping off. He talking about Kamala go and give Barry the leadership. I don't know he get that one from. Or you make up that one. We analyze that one from. But you see Kamala making room for Barry, the MP for Princeton,
Yeah,
to be the leader of the UNC.
yeah.
So I don't know, but Wall Street was out there, and was out there the all I could do. God bless them and made them fight the way they want to fight, but we have to fight on the streets because the street is where we born and grow, and the street is where we lay the bucket. I see all over the world is there with their school, not community microphone or as I say, meeting in a hall, talk meeting. No. You want to see your strength. You want to see the people that you say that they're going to vote for you. You call the union, call the working class, call the opposition, call all the stakeholders who have a problem, and see your strength and go out there and see what your strength is. So, well, shit, again, I want to thank you very much for giving me this call.
Thank you.
I was kind of relaxing, but I was turning into the program. It's the program now because after the match, I'd be tired. I not talk to the whole day, talk again in the evening time in the program. Say this, my brain just.
No problem.
So,
Man. Thanks a lot for taking
it. Thank you very much. Yeah, man.
man. Bless. Yeah.
Thank you, Tuesday.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna go for the break. Kingsley run me wrong, Balize out today. Run me wrong, VNZ complex, Tommy. The only thing he run me wrong is the Savannah. Oh God, folks, it's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall, sitting you on WZY 95.9 FM. When we come back, we're gonna delve into the article in the Express with regards to what I am calling. This is what I'm calling, Tommy, misbehavior in public office. And Tommy, if nothing comes out of this, Tommy, Trinidad can basically say we are no longer a democracy. We are now a democracy. Forget about democracy.
A hypocrisy.
Oh, wow. Tommy, let's go for that break. We'll be right back. Stick and stay. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
It raises a question, ladies and gentlemen. If they cannot speak the truth in small things, imagine what they will do in big things.
I want to send a message to Black Stalin. It have some people that need burning. With honest people, you know where you stand. But not so with deceitful ones. For them, black is white and last could be first. About the truth, they couldn't care less. What was wrong for them yesterday, now 10 times worse, they have nothing to say. For everything they was complaining, now their silence is deafening. So Black Stalin, now to you I turn. Them deceitful people must burn. Rowdy shut down Petro train, they say not a word. Fire to burn them. No foreign exchange, they yet to be heard. Fire to burn them. It's 6 times he raised the gas price. When we was producing it, they had it nice. But his protest like rain, they go burn down flat. If UNC did do that, so Stalin, light your fire. We cannot wait any longer. Stalin, time to burn them deceitful men and women. What is right and wrong is wrong, whether it is spoken or put in song. Those who fear the truth, them hypocrite, will always hate the people who speak in it. There's 5 and 6 murders every day, with bullets and bloodshed everywhere. People are living in gripping fear, while the police tell you to pray.
And the only reason you're still alive is nobody ready to take your life. For the right price, you could be history. That is where crime reaching sweet T. Now is arm home invasion from them, not a word. Daily drive-by killings, they yet to be heard. People charged with murder could escape jail, cause under the PNM they will get bail. But it's protest like rain, they go burn down flat, flat, flat. If UNC they do that, so Stalin, light your fire. We cannot wait any longer. Stalin, time to burn them. Then set a deceitful PNM. People losing jobs every day, while there's more taxes we have to pay. But all them snake in the valleys, not one word you would hear them say. And food prices going up daily. You can't buy food for your family, while government live in luxury. Inflation strangling everybody. And for the sick and the elderly, they can't buy drugs in the pharmacy. But there's none so blind, the Bible tell me, than those who have eyes and refuse to see. Now it's property tax, they're very quiet. And how they quiet, because as PNM they wouldn't riot, but it's protest like rain, they go burn down flat, flat, flat. If UNC they do that, so Stalin, light your fire. We cannot wait any longer. Stalin, time to burn them, time to burn out the PNM.
She's going to be singing Plight of My People. Make some noise for Lady Gypsy.
No plight of my people. Too much a one thing good for nothing. Too much a good thing never enough. I don't know why my black people cannot see. No party never care about we. Every election we so devoted. How we love up we PNM. As soon as election come and go, it's only problem after problem. How could we cope? Man lost their hope. I ain't seeing no solution. Every time PNM come in power, it takes a toll on black man. I don't want to sound like a racist, but this is what I can see. They just take care of the race, but they damn well know they have we. I want to ring my bell, wake up Eric Williams. Tell him the party found him PNM needed immediate attention. Ring my bell, wake up Mother Cornhucks. Tell she to cast a spell on we party, not what it used to be. I ring my bell, ring my bell. I ring my bell down there.
And of course, we are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Warshid, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Folks, you can share the live on WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook, WZYE TV on YouTube, and WZYE 95.9 FM on Twitter, now known as X. You can also reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Or 973-609-6509. 973-609-6509.
So Tommy, maybe what I should do first. Okay, let me take this call. Mr. Florida, welcome.
Hey, good evening, Mr. Hansen. Good evening, Mr. Tommy.
Good
So,
evening.
Good
so
evening.
Mr. Hansen, so you see the discussion we was having the other night, right? Well, let me say good night to everybody on the chat. You know, I can't remember everybody's name, but everybody on the chat, you know, thanks and have a good night. So, just like we were saying the other day, Mr. Hansen and Mr. Tommy, do you think people in Trinidad really want change? You see, the funny thing is, Mr. Hansen, I just going to say this real quick and then I will hear your response. You have a platform here that works flawlessly. No cutting transmission, always everything up mark, mic, audio, everything is brilliant. All these activists that is existing in Trinidad and Tobago, instead of having an individual program, come and have a Zoom meeting with you, get in contact with you and come and have a discussion and get the public involved and have one big march and one big shutdown of the country. Because you telling me all this that is going on, crime and misbehaving in public office, yes, you're correct, Mr. Hansen. And you tell me only 400 people came out this afternoon with nobody else, no other activists, or nobody from different parties or anything. Nobody. You see, they're accepting. You see, that's what they call accept is a hell of a thing, you know. Because there's always talk about unity is strength and unity is power. But I don't see it. Everybody will stay on their own platform and do their own thing, but they won't come together as one body under one umbrella, use your platform and have a Zoom meeting with as much as people as they could take from different activists and different parties and whatever, and come and draw the whole nation attention and make things happen. You see, so as we say in Mr. Hansen the other day, do they really want change? I look on and listening. And great
Yeah,
program as
man.
usual, Mr. Hansen. Mr. Tommy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Mr.
Tommy,
Florida. Do they really want change? That's the
you
question.
yeah. That's the question. Do they really want change?
Actions speak louder than words.
You see, Tommy, this is not uh let me put it this way.
I thought you were gonna
Think
put
about
lyrics.
it, right?
Mhm.
You said I was gonna put what?
Some lyrics in there. This is not a fet in here. This is madness.
Let me use that. This is not a fetting here, this is madness. Now, think about it this way, right? You see, in my estimation, right, that when you are having this type of march, you can't make it look like if it is a UNC march or if it is a PNM match. Once you make it look like that, normally it doesn't succeed. Right? It just doesn't succeed. Because this situation here, with this $1 billion missing, misappropriated, whatever you want to call it, this is like no other, To me, this is the people of Trinidad and Tobago money missing, This is not UNC money missing, or PNM money missing, or NTA money missing, or PEP money missing. This is the people. So what it is that you having a march with the Auditor General who is under attack by the RPNM, under attack, trying to bullish you, calling a personal phone. And we have a march and we could only get 400 people. And that's acceptable to me?
Totally not. You know, it's really sad that people are distracted. People aren't even really paying attention. How many people are really paying attention to what's going on? How many people really are aware of what the implications are?
All right. Your phone was charging. Let me see if I call him. Let me see if I call him now if he gonna answer. Hold on. So folks, you calling?
Pleasant good evening.
Hello, Michael Kerr. You are live on WZY 95.9 FM with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street. How are you doing, sir?
A lot better hearing your voice, my brother. It's been a while.
Well, yeah, it's been a while, How are you doing, my TK?
Well, just fighting the fight, my good friend. As a true servant of democracy, I'm doing my part.
My TK, I just asked Kingsley this question, right? And I want to ask you this question. My TK, I know you guys been toiling in the vineyard, right? And you're toiling and you're
Yes.
toiling. But do you think in 2024, where a march of 400 people is considered to be acceptable, with the issues facing Trinidad and Tobago of billions of dollars missing, misappropriated, understated, whatever they want to call it? This is the people of Trinidad and Tobago money, revenue, that somehow missing or misappropriated, whatever it is. This is serious issue. And you guys are marching for a serious issue. And in my estimation, looking from afar, I think 400 people is not enough for a significant issue like that.
Well, first of all, I want to say this again as an observer, because I mean, that's how you classified yourself, looking from afar. I think we need to go beyond this story. It's not a matter of 400 people. Yes, we take in consideration it was mobilized in less than a week, one station, one frequency, one show, and 400 people turned out. Understood. I think basically what you're getting at, with so much going on and the fact that nobody is being held accountable for money that has simply either disappeared or has been mismanaged or some way been manipulated on paper. So the key thing here is, what is the bigger picture? Because this itself motivated you to call me. And the mere fact that you wanted to add your 2 cents. Let's not take away from the fact that what we did today was basically for the people, by the people, and with the people. I mean, numbers says a lot, and you're right. And think about the people that we were there for that couldn't come, like for the babies who died, like the parents who didn't have any input in the investigation of their dead babies. Like, for example, the people who are bed-stricken because of the closure of Petro-Trin, and the list goes on and on. Just like Abraham stood in the gap for Lot, we have been standing in the gap for many citizens who may not even be consciously aware that our civic liberties are being trampled on, as well as our democracy. You see, the fact of the matter is that what started today is definitely going to start gaining traction, and will continue if it takes us forever to bring down the PNM political wall of Jericho, because that didn't happen overnight. So, my good friend, it's not a matter of how many people turned out today, it's how it's going to be when this climax, when everybody turns out.
Boy, my ticket talking about climax, boy. What?
Mr. K,
So there is an event that is going to be staged that will include everyone. As a matter of fact, we're in talks right now. But the fact of the matter is that we had to get out there and let our people know exactly what the issues are. So when we do gather for that big meeting, everyone is going to be on the same page. And I think the only thing that matters here is that the true patriots come out. The people who are there are supposed to be there. We can't take that away from them.
Go ahead, Tommy. Tommy, you have a question. Go ahead, Tommy.
Okay, I appreciate your optimism. And it's very hopeful. But do you really think that the population of Trinidad and Tobago are awake, or are they asleep at the wheel when it comes to dealing with conscious issues like these?
Tommy, let me put it like this. Trinidad and Tobago, if you compare the years of independence of the United States, is way behind. We are still in that pubic stage. I mean, we may be out of the embryonic stage, but all that is taking place here is part of our own social DNA. You have to understand that many of our parents and grandparents are people, if you look at the timeline, that may have walked off the plantation. And so yet they are yet to connect with the fact of what their role and purpose is all about. I cannot go and basically challenge someone who was there when it is that the UK flag, the Union Jack was lowered from the flagpole and the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago's flag was hoisted. That brought a sense of pride. And in that, it was used not just to gain political traction, but to have a bunch of people, their own existence be defied. We are going up against people who don't say they're going to be black until they die, Christian or Pentecostal or even Muslim. We don't even go up against people who say they're going to be Trinbagonian until they die. They tell you they're going to be PNM till they die. In the United States, you're not going to hear somebody, even if you call, and I have volunteered for the elections in America, and you can't tell the average citizen to vote a straight Republican or Democratic ticket. They know exactly what they want, and if they pick and choose someone based on the fact that they are going to gravitate or there's some common ideology, that's who they're going to gravitate to. In Trinidad, those options don't exist. It's either you're one thing or you're not. So understand, our battle is not going to be an easy battle, and we certainly don't expect to win it overnight. But what we do expect is not to lose faith, because we understand there's no retreat, and there will never be any surrendering.
But
I
Mikey,
agree.
go ahead, Tommy.
But the media has a real big job to play when it comes to edifying the people into to the point where they become independent thinkers and start thinking country first.
Well, I agree. I agree with you at a certain level, because behind that these news outlets are run by a board, and these boards will have their political interests as well, and they are engineered and driven interests of the books bottom line as far as the profit margin. So it really ensures we rely on mainstream media here in Trinidad and Tobago. uh, Having a conference, told a member of the media, a senior member, that the finance minister has made it clear to them that he's not going to answer their questions. As a matter of fact, he blocked them from WhatsApp, he blocks them from Facebook, he blocks them from his phone. Now, this is a finance minister. This is someone who is accountable for our money. So we can rely on mainstream media because they make noise about that. And we understand the importance of journalistic integrity and the importance of free media. But let me tell you something. At this point in time, the information is there. People know what they want to access. And the fact of the matter is, everything that we discuss, that we stand for, people live that reality on a daily basis. No mainstream media could tell them that middle class has been wiped out. They know that. They live that. No mainstream media is going to tell them that they're now part of the working poor. They know that. They live that. They understand having two cars in a household and now having one or having none at all. They understand that the money that they put away in their savings has been depleted. They understand that Junior and Susie may not get that opportunity to go out there and study. All that we bring about is a reflection of the reality that people live on a daily basis. So the fact of being free thinkers and thinking on for themselves, they know that. They live it every day.
You know, Mikey K, I hear you, eh? But this is what I mean, and I'm saying, Tommy and I saying, looking from afar, right? I just don't understand. With all the difficulties being faced by people in Trinidad and Tobago, gas going up, electricity going up, property tax. I mean, almost every day, I mean, the murders going up. Almost every single day is something. And when a march is called for, in my estimation, Mighty, there should be a minimum of 1,000 people in any march being called in Trinidad and Tobago. Because it's but part of the problem could be, Mikey, and I'm asking you, is that since you are a supporter of the UNC, Andy Williams is a supporter of the UNC, Lennox Pitt is a supporter of the UNC, and I see Kingsley on the stage too. Kingsley is a supporter of the UNC. Does that factor into that? It is more seen as a UNC march rather than a march for the betterment of things in the country.
Well, I tell you something. If it is perceived that way, then it is our fault because we have to know exactly what we're selling, and we have made it time, said it time and time again that again, this for the people, by the people, and with the people. We don't care what party card pocket, none of that is relevant. I mean, this rain isn't falling just on one man's house. Everyone is affected. The fact of the matter is, those who are brave enough and have the courage to come out and say, listen, I simply don't like what's going on. Compared to those who feel that they're indebted to a political party because mommy was a part of it, granny was a part of it, and everybody are not understanding it has been a cycle of suffering and a cycle of despair. Now, we talk about politics and we want to stay in that realm, but to understand the big picture, we have to get to the psychological realm as well. What is embedded in the people here is that once you're born of a certain ethnicity, you automatically must gravitate to some political party that you believe defines your existence. And we are not concerned about that. I don't care. The people who were walking today and who were part of this demonstration today, they didn't care about the social standing of the man on the left or the man on the right. They didn't care whether he was Hindu or whether he was, Presbyterian. They didn't care about where you lived or what school you went to, whether you're academically inclined or not. What they understood that first and foremost, that we are united in solidarity with a common cause. And that common cause is to restore good governance to this country. And most importantly, it means to get rid of Rowley and the PNM, not just Rowley, because we're not going to fall for the fact that they're going to bring old bottles and try to sell new wine. No, it is the ideology of the PNM that has always been something that has kept the people behind. And that is what we're trying to get away from. And that is what we will get away from. Together, when we are out there, we are saying one thing and one thing only. And that is we must live better, we will live better, and we have to live better.
Well, Mighty, when I hear you say to get rid of Rowley, I could understand that. I could understand to get rid of the RPNM. But when you say get rid of the PNM, it's a different story. Because people on the other side could say, get rid of the UNC. In my estimation, the PNM and the UNC are there to stay in Trinidad and Tobago. However, the RPNM is what have Trinidad and Tobago in the condition that it is today for the last 9 years. The RPNM, right? So when you have a march and you say the PNM, you have already eliminated, what, 300,000 voters of the PNM? You have eliminated them, unless you have a few of them who, like myself, who basically don't like the RPNM because of their policies. But them still mightn't come out because they rather suffer peacefully than to go out and march. And they're thinking that since the march is called by Mighty K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith, and maybe Kingsley and a few others, that it might be a UNC march.
Well, you have to bear in mind that, and I like how you're saying it. You have to bear in mind that you found out the hard way. I mean, you believe that you were doing something good for the interests of Trinidad and Tobago. You threw your support behind something that you believe was going to be part of a new revolution because the leader itself is one that people looked at and said, this for Begonians. However, that didn't work out. And whatever that internal wrangling was is neither here nor there with me. But the fact of the matter here, you have a majority of people who say, listen, I am a free thinker and I am not going to have myself held to ransom by a government who really and truly is only concerned about themselves as individuals, their friends, their families, and of course, their finances. And the right thinking citizens like myself, you and others, we know better. I mean, we fact check many things that they say. We try to hold them accountable. We demand transparency. But most important, you have to get into the psyche of these individuals. You are talking about people for something that they will call people who don't seem to understand that they are not invited to the financial buffet. They may be a supporter, they may be a member, but they cannot pass that velvet rope when it comes to gaining access to things that others will easily get. They didn't write a check for the campaign. They haven't been there since Dr. Eric Williams was the finance minister and created the 1%. The 1% was created by the PNM. It wasn't created by any other political party in this country. Who gave them the license and who gave them access to ply their trade without having any competition? Who allowed them to set up monopolies and have no one else compete against them? The PNM did that. So let's remember that. And most importantly, if you're ignorant about the past, like many, you're doomed to repeat it.
Mighty K, let me say this. I want to help you guys with messaging. Messaging is very important. In my estimation, Mighty K, if you say the RPNM, there are many people who support the PNM, but they don't support the RPNM. And I believe, in my estimation, I believe those people you can get to come out and march against the RPNM. You see, there's a big separation. You know? There's a separation
Yeah, I think I understand where you're trying to go, but I think again you have to understand you cannot ignore the psychological aspect of it.
No,
whether
I'm
it's
not, no.
RPNM, whether it's
No,
PNM. No, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Listen, I am not going to water down. I'm not going to dilute the actions of many who come out in their numbers. The reason being is that what are you going to sell? The fact that you should say it this way or try to market, no matter how you say it's just like many people when you talk about the UNC, they don't want to hear that because they act as though it's a bad word. But that is the official opposition. It's not a bad word. And they want us to believe so many things are wrong, only when it benefits them. Listen, regardless of what, if you want to help us, come and stand side by side with us. We'll listen to all that you have to say. If we have to change and we have to tweak something, it's all good and well. But I'm certainly not going to take advice from someone when the battle is finished and walk on the battlefield and tell me I should have used a spear instead of using this, or I should have used a shield instead of using that. If you want to be a part and parcel of it, come.
Mighty K move from by the Wi-Fi.
Internet walls.
Mighty K, stay one place. You went out there.
I'm not out of them. Yeah.
You went
All right.
out. Go ahead.
So I'm saying this again. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you now.
My thing is, if you really want to help, you come and start. You hear me again?
Yeah, we hearing you. We hearing you. Go ahead.
Oh, you hear me?
Yeah, we hearing you.
Right.
Yeah.
Come and stand side by side with the rest of us. And if you see something that needs changing, we are open to ideas. But I am not going to just accept the fact that someone may have an axe to grind and believes that their urgency is my emergency, because I am not going to water down anything.
Mighty K, I don't have no axe to grind, brother. I ain't have no axe to grind. I know you just slipped that one in there.
I didn't call any names. I didn't call any names.
I know you're
so
good.
I don't. I mean, if it fell in your garden, well, I mean, but I didn't call any names, my brother.
Mighty K, yeah, Mighty K, you know, I don't have no axe to grind. I am, for me, listen to this. You know I have said this. I have said this, Mighty K. I have said that there are many black people in Trinidad and Tobago rather suffer under a black prime minister than to prosper under an Indian prime minister. I have said that here. You may not hear it, but I've said that here. I have said that here publicly. That's a public statement made by me and Assembly Board, that the 70 to 80% of black voters who voted in the last 2020 election and voted for the PNM, they rather suffer under a black prime minister than to prosper under Indian prime minister. I have said that. You understand? So it's not like I trying to, because I have an axe to grind me. Listen, I comfortable in the US,
I understand that, and like I said, I didn't mention any name.
No, I'm just telling you.
I'm glad that you're in your comfort zone. The rest of us don't have that luxury.
No, and
the rest of us, we don't have that luxury.
And that's why I am fighting. I am fighting from afar for those people. Mighty K, I have put out the video with 26% of black people living below the poverty line. A lot of Black PNM don't want to hear that. 18% of black people unemployed in Trinidad. And I'm talking about the last 9 years. All right? You had 50%, people scoring under 50% in the SCA test, predominantly black students. 65% of black people killed last year, right? Murders. And to make it even worse, they gave out 100 Cape scholarship. 80% of them didn't look like you, I, or Tommy. 80% of those scholarships. And this is all under the RPNM. I tired give all those statistics. And there's even more, but I am saying, my ticket, I am saying that the policies of the RPNM is not the policies for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And when I look at people that look like me, most of them are in the bottom of almost every socio-economic statistic in Trinidad and Tobago. I could never support that. That was my rant, my TK.
And I think your issue is the RPNM.
Yes, I'm telling you.
All right.
It's the
Well,
RPNM.
I think that's where I think that's where we differ. I mean,
and that's fine.
Based on the history
That's fine.
that I know, I know it as the PNM ideology outright. I can't pick and choose because you're talking about a generational cycle of suffering. That's what you're talking about. It's not a generational cycle of wealth. When you have a finance minister that can make some sort of statement and say that pay the property, and again, I am not against property tax, but I'm just saying to pay the property tax, and if you need to have a time where it is that you get a waiver, and when you die, here comes your family member who is a lawyer or whatever, we know exactly who he's directing that to. We know exactly well, because it is the mentality of the Afro-Trinbagonian, which is embedded in their psyche, was created from the PNM. It is the PNM who has allowed black people to believe that they cannot have home ownership, that they can run business. They have never empowered that. And again, it goes right back to when Williams was the finance minister. You see, my thing is this, and I know, I understand what you're talking about, and it is difficult at times because, then you believe that everyone else around you should also have the ability to do that as well. But unfortunately, it's not like that. Let's look at the hypocrisy of the politics in this country. When you had the former Secretary of State, his name misses me now, but that's when Mr. Pandey was in office. You had the former U.S. Secretary of State, and they were talking about the ship rider agreement. Every political pundit from Trinidad to Guyana, Barbados, all across the region, they waited on it. And they said that, listen, that ship rider agreement, it really and truly, it disrespects our sovereignty, it tramples on our civil rights. Everybody came out and said something about it. We are sovereign state. Even men on the block who didn't even know what sovereignty means, they were talking about it while they were pulling on the weed because they felt that was the thing to say. Now you speed things up to 2010, where you had a sitting prime minister that was summoned to a private Chamber of Commerce breakfast meeting or luncheon. He was 40 Bell was our
My TK, stay one place.
Sovereignty compromised then? Yeah, who had the power and the ability to tell a prime minister to call the election. No one's plus sovereignty. So you see again the hypocrisy is where we have a problem in this country because everything is guided along. So my friend, I am your challenge, and I'm glad that you challenge. We are not giving up. We don't have the luxury to give up.
ITK, I want to say, you hearing me?
Loud and clear.
My TK, before you go, what is your position on the 5 dissidents in the UNC?
Well, like I said, and someone asked me about that. To me, it seems as though Kamala is the only one who really and truly wants to get into governance. And there are people who are hell bent on staying in opposition. I believe I believe it's a work of democracy. I mean, you cannot compare the fact of something that came out of a struggle that gave birth to the UNC, compared to a cult where people are programmed and told exactly how to function. So you're always going to have issues with that. And then again, you're also going to have problems too along the lines of ethnicity. But I don't want to dig deep into that tonight. We could always have a next discussion about that. But if you understand where I'm coming from, you would see these issues popping up. Many people may be led and driven by power and they might be overly ambitious. You have to cater for all of these things. I really don't see it as a problem because the majority of us really and truly understand what we want and what we stand for.
Mighty K, you're saying that you don't have a problem with the 5 dissidents staying in the UNC? Is that what you're saying? I just want to be sure.
I, I, I don't. When a march is called, they don't come out anyway. They're neither here nor there with me.
So you have a problem with them then?
Anyway, if I have a problem with them?
Well, let me say this. This is what I'm asking. The question I'm asking, Mighty Quay, you're running me wrong. You're running me wrong UNC complex. Another way you run me wrong Bally's house. You know what I mean?
Well, I know you're a man like to run your little marathons and your little races. So hey, I just keeping you in tune, man. Go ahead.
You know I like to run.
I know you love running. So if I throw some verbal acrobatics at you, you ought to be able to take it. Go ahead.
I think it's straightforward. Do you believe the actions of the 5 dissident MPs, excluding Rodney Charles, because he has stated that he's not going back up for office? Do you think? All right, let me put it this way. Let's say Natex calls an internal election in the UNC, right? Do you believe Mrs. Kamala Prasad-Bissessar will select those 4 dissidents as MPs for any constituency for the 2025 election?
First of all, I want to make something crystal clear. I, Michael Thomas Kerr, aka Mikey K, I am not a member of the narthex of the UNC. That is above my pay grade. I believe that when the time comes, a decision will be made, and a decision will always be made in the interest of not just the party, but for those who are willing to serve the country. Simple as that. I'm not going to tell you something that I really and truly I don't participate in. That is above my pay grade. So I think you need to direct that to the political leader. She's the one best suited to answer that question.
Mikey can't like you. Now you're in my partner.
What is
You're,
there not to like? I mean,
Mikey K, this is a big issue facing the UNC. You're a big time UNC activist. You know, little small time UNC activist, Mighty K. As a matter of fact, you might be one of the biggest UNC activists in Trinidad and Tobago and in America, right from far, right? And a straightforward question like that, you know, you want to run me wrong UNC complex, but that's all right, my TK. You know, you're my friend.
No, you're looking for say something that may, of course, be to you. But I am telling you as it is. I just don't jump in front of a microphone and tell you something based on what it is. I don't know. I have no dealings with that. I am not there to make that decision. But I can tell you this much: I have more than enough confidence in my political leader to guide us into victory and make the right decisions. And when that time comes, I'm certain that it is going to be dealt with. At this point in time, that nothing for the parents who have lost their babies under the watch of the Al-Singh. That does for the senior citizens who are under siege by criminals in their home. That nothing for the stagnation of our economy that has shown that there's no foreign nor even any sort of investment placed in it moving forward. That does nothing for the big picture. If 5, 6, 10, 15 people want to act up, they have the freedom to do so. But at the end of the day, as Granny would say, time is longer than twine. So we wait and see.
And last, before you go, Mighty K, do you believe there will be an internal NATEX election in the UNC in 2024?
Let me ask you. Let me answer to you this way. Do you believe that is going to stop the RPNM from destroying the country?
Mighty K, you play a little football in your life, right?
I was really a goalkeeper, so I could see it when it coming a mile away. I was a goalkeeper. For those who don't know yet, At St. Anthony's College, I was the goalkeeper. So
So you're good at shifting the goalpost then. You could
I
shift the
can, I
goalpost
can
good.
I am good at deflecting anything you throw at me. Let me just put it like that.
Okay, good. Mighty, it's always a pleasure, man. We need to have you back a little more often. You know what I mean? These discussions.
Yeah, I don't mind coming back, but the fact of the matter, I don't get a check in email after I give you this exclusive interview. So I hope you could talk to the accounting department. Is it Tommy? I don't know who writes the check for my personal information.
I will send one by the exchequer. Is that where
Yeah, you.
that really check?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes up missing.
Okay, through the exchequer. Right? Okay. Mighty, can you close in?
Gentlemen, have a good night, and don't forget Trump 2024 all the way. Have a good
Mighty
one.
K, Mighty K. All right, Mighty K. Good night. Good night. Yeah, my, he just like, hey, nah. Tommy, I'm starting to get worried now about
Trump
the
2024.
UNC activists. Yeah, I'm starting. Kingsley just come with that talk too. No,
Yeah.
Mighty K come with that talk too. I wonder if Andy Williams is that same thing and Lennox Smith and the rest of them is that same talk, boy. Eh? To me, them are no feelings for we here in the United States of America.
No, they're misinformed.
Nah. Something wrong, man. Something wrong.
They're
Something wrong
misinformed.
there.
That's all.
Yeah. Let me go back to the chat here. Trinidad Margot, welcome. Rishi said, Rishi, welcome. Wall Street, can you tell the new listeners how you come about the program and Tommy and how it all came about? So for the new guys, let us know how you learned of our program. For the new guys, new people, just let us know. William Carroll, how did you learn of our program? Oh God. Meha says, but Rowley. Okay, hold on. But Rowley as opposition leader led the largest march in Trinidad, Section 34.
That's correct.
Kamala did not want this RPNM to go. Kamala does not want the RPNM to go.
Why?
Oh, I don't understand that. You see, Tommy, I have to be honest. Honesty is the best of policy. You see, in Trinidad and Tobago, people may not want to believe it. You don't have to like it. We have two parties in Trinidad and Tobago. Two big parties. It's the PNM and the UNC. And to win an election in Trinidad and Tobago, the PNM have stated they lose alone and they will go alone. They will win alone and lose alone. They have stated that many times. The UNC have proven that if they could galvanize the other smaller parties, there's a great possibility they could win an election in Trinidad and Tobago. It has been proven. But if we are going to be honest, two parties will remain in Trinidad and Tobago for its history for a long, long time to come. That is the PNM and the UNC. And they will be battling each other unless the last time we had a great third force was the COP. Right? And I think the COP had garnered about 150,000 votes. People can correct me with that. About 150,000 votes. Back, I think, in 2010, Tommy, I think.
Yeah. You know.
Right? The COP. You know.
I was recently listening to a video where something that I have been proposing for maybe the last 25 years seems to be taking root. And that is true Caribbean unity with one currency, and one overarching system. It's being proposed that we're going to have the Carib dollar finally. It's going to be, for now, crypto. But it's a start.
Who's
And I
leading that
think,
initiative? Who's leading that initiative?
well, it's going to start with Barbados and Jamaica trading each other using the Carib currency. And I think that's a very promising start to to steer this region in the right way. It's going to change the politics. Politics will change once we can truly transform and reorganize the way things are being done here in the Caribbean. Do you look forward to something like this?
You know, I really have to do a little more homework on that myself. You know, I don't think I've done enough, because you have always talked about that. I don't think I have done enough research on that to have an informed opinion, to be honest with you. But I think anything that can bring the Caribbean together is a good thing for Trinidad, Jamaica, Barbados, Grenada. Anything that can bring the Caribbean more together would be a good thing for us. You know, that's how I look at it from an overall perspective. You know, Rishi says you must understand the Trini mind. They don't think of country or people. It's a country where everyone is in their own world doing something to make money. Okay. Trinidad Margot says, good luck with that. I've been observing politics for the last 6 to 7 years. Multiple calls for marches, not talking about pep calls. Andy Williams, Robert Amar, and others at various times, only a handful turn out. The people are asleep and don't want to wake up. Multiple horrors and no one comes out. It's the culture of TNT. And Trinidad Margaret, you are absolutely correct. You're 100% correct. Property tax. Tommy, I believe that we here at WCY 95.9 FM in the village was fighting more for property tax in Trinidad and Tobago. We said it was regressive and oppressive more than many people in Trinidad and Tobago.
You know, somebody was asking a little while ago about the origins of the WCYE show, and I wanted to state what came to mind instantly was COVID.
Correct.
And the way we saw the governance handling citizens, or should I say abusing citizens who were away, as opposed to embracing them and showing them some compassion.
And that's absolutely correct, Tommy.
That was the beginning of our conscious effort to do something positive for Trinidad and Tobago.
You are 100% correct. And we coined that exile and stranded citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. And we ran programs we ran this program here basically talking about that over and over and over and over and over. And the problems that the exile and stranded citizens faced with respect to people were here in New York. They had nothing. Nothing. We helped them out. We were helping out people all different parts of the world who just had difficulties and they were stranded. And that's where our activism came from.
That spoke volumes as to what we really putting up with or dealing with in our governance structure at this time. Persist.
Yeah.
news.
Let me go back to the chat. Marlene Antonio. Marlene, welcome. Where are you joining us from? Marlene says, we do not understand the issues in Trinidad is spiritual warfare. One former prime minister says, if they lost the election, blood will flow. Blood flowing in more ways than one. Evil spirits loose. But you know, Marlene, we have to be honest, eh? You see, we have to be honest. Somebody also said, the last man that put me out of parliament, I want to finish it for you, Marlene. You remember who said the last person that put me out of parliament, Marlene? So let me be honest. Let us be honest. Right, Tommy? You remember the person that said that, right, Tommy?
Of course.
The last man that put me out of parliament. Right? So we have to be honest, man.
As a man who
And
runs the ship.
that's just part of it. What we do is that we take the facts and we say, all right, let me use this one here. Right? And forget about this one here. Jenny C, welcome.
Welcome, Jenny C.
Okay. Takesha said Andy was there today. Ask him. Yeah. I saw him in a picture. Oh God. Anna, welcome. Anna Moon Sami, where you joining us from? Her name looks familiar. Anna, where you joining us from? Tommy, what boy? Angel says I'm from the US and I say Trump 2024. Certainly I'm not misinformed or misguided. Way Angel boy. Angel listener. As we say here, you can support whoever you want to support. We have no problem with you.
Your choice.
Your right to support with your choice. And that's all we say, and we stay with that. Rottweiler was vociferous line, opposition leader. We don't want that from Kamala. Okay, Anna. Oh God, look, Mean Gene say that's why it took 5 to beat 1. So Tommy, if it take 5 to beat 1, does it really matter? I mean, let's be honest. If it takes 10 to beat 1, at the end of the day, does it matter?
Doesn't. You know, Dr. Williams was, just looking back in hindsight, Dr. Williams made a serious mistake when he said 1 from 10 leaves north. Yeah, it was fuzzy math.
Explain it.
Yeah, because 1 from 10 leaves 9. If the 9 saw it fit and had good sense, they would have united and ignored that 1. Right now, if Great Britain didn't want anything to do with the EU, that doesn't mean the EU should be disbanded. If you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I'm listening very attentively, Tommy. Very attentively.
So if 1 from 10 leaves north, that's rubbish. Yeah, he's a man I
And
admire.
Tommy, and let me add this too. Taking 5 to beat 1 is garbology. You know why? At the end of the day, you won. Tommy, if you playing football and you put on, let me just say for example, you could use 5 reserves and you use 5 reserves and win, and the next team and use no reserves. What you gonna say? Well, we didn't use no reserves. They win because they use their 5 reserves, and we didn't use any of our reserves. That's why we lose. Really? Really? Me and Jean, put on them 2 glasses, eh? Put them 2 glasses. Put them down.
It's time for the top of the hour, just about.
Yeah. Let's go for the top of the hour. Right? So, folks. Oh, God. And Mean Jean is my good friend, you know. Mean Jean is my real good friend, boy. When you pick up them glass and them Tommy, something does just go wrong, man. I don't know what it does be. You think you know what it is? He make two statements back to back. Two of them. Right? Folks, it's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZY 95.9 FM. We'll be right back after this short break. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM. The most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
much life. We just come on this way. Not even thinking that we would realize. And if we criticize, we could be ostracized. We don't know who to trust. That's why I say, Lord, please listen to this prayer that comes from before. Please send us another Moses again. Oh, we just can't go on this way. Please deliver us today.
And of course, we are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheed, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And of course, folks, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook, WZYE TV on YouTube, and WZYE 95.9 FM on Twitter, better known as X. You can reach us here by either voice note or WhatsApp at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also, 973-609-6509. That's 973-609-6509.
Yeah, and there you have it. I want to do something. Let me take this call first. Yeah, Mr. Florida, go ahead. You're inside.
Hey,
Yeah.
good evening again, Mr. Answer, Mr. Tommy. So I want to answer Mr. Bean Jean Julian. You know, he's my good soul, yeah, he's my partner. I like you too bad. If you watch the map for election time, you see the majority of the map just be yellow. Hello?
Yeah,
Are
we
you
listening
there?
to you. Listening to you. You listening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So if you look at the map, you see majority of the map just be yellow. So if the EBC started gerrymander UNC constituency and split it, what you think will happen, Minjin? If you look at the small constituency PNM have and they split it in 2 and 3 and 4, the same thing PNM try in Tobago, and Tobago deal with them. So Minjin, this fight that don't make no sense. And Mr. Hanson, Mr. Tommy, everybody in Trinidad just talk about spiritual healing and culture and religion. But Trinidad was ever religious? Because if you look at the whole world, right, in Trinidad, the Hindus, as fun, they can't wait to eat the chicken. Like the chicken is a big part of their life. I am a Muslim. But if you look at the war that we know that, and if you look at these big sheets and them buying $1 million car for five, that is materialistic things. So look at
So Florida, stay one place. You're breaking up.
Vatican.
Stay one place. You're breaking up. Got a call back. So let me go to the chat. Mr. Florida, call back. You're breaking up. Anna says, too many talkers and no workers. People are too complacent and lazy. Always some excuse not to come out. Today we saw new faces at that march. We had a large crowd, but it could have been bigger. And Anna, that's all I'm saying, Me criticizing the march or anything like that, I'm just saying that serious issues in Trinidad, people are to just get serious about issues.
But
serious issues.
Just an observation as to the way match numbers are calculated. I find from time to time those who give information as to how many persons in a match, they always understate.
Yeah, that's very possible. Because I mean, they don't want the numbers to look too high. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, uh, JB Appa said the people starting a riot, to riot. I don't think Trinidadians are riot. Anna says, Marlene Antonio, try a little honest. Stop twisting facts. She reminded the people that when the PNM is in office, murders are increased. And it's a fact. We have more murders than from Trinidad to Santa Cruz. Anna says, Raulaya was the one who said that he went to Lekoto to deal with the person who put him out of cabinet. Now he cannot get the Lekoto Jambi back in the bottle. Okay. Caribbean Soul says, Nadia Takisha, JB, good night. JB Appa says, Mean Gene, I think you're allergic to Balijay juice. All I just read the comments there. Mean Gene says, Wall Street, every comment I make, you twist it. Tommy, tell me what comment I twist. How did I twist that comment?
Maybe you're a dancer.
Oh, are we doing the twist?
Yes.
That's a dance, the twist.
Yeah, it's a twist.
Let me go back to let me go back to Mean Gene comment because that's what I'm telling you. You have to put on them two glasses. You know? That's why I tell him that. You understand? Let me go back to his comment here. Hold up. If you want to go back now. Let me go back to his comment. Hold on, I want to get that comment. Because you see a twist in his comment. Where are you going? No, okay, it's further down. So folks, give me a minute here. Hey, Stephen Young, welcome. I'm a next friend, you know. Stephen Young, boy. They call me all kind of name, boy. Where's the name he call me, Tommy? The only thing you do is call my mother. Here it is. Tommy, that's why it took 5 to beat 1. All right, let me take it back. Mean Gene, what were you talking about when you made that statement?
So
what were you speaking about?
The partnership versus the PNM.
No, Tommy, because I'm twisting his statement. What did he mean when he said that? What did he mean? I'm asking him what he mean. Maybe, Tommy, you need to ask him what he mean when he says Dr. Williams says 1 from 10 leaves 0 too, you know. Because you twisting his statement too, you know. You see, that's part of the problem. Tommy, you and I twisting Mean Gene's statement. Stop twisting the man's statement and just read it as is. Don't twist them.
I just try to put my understanding.
Margot says, well, yeah, I try to. Trinidad Margot says, don't know. If you answer while I was not watching, is Assembly Chairman coming in the near future? Sunday. He's supposed to come Sunday. Rishi, you is Captain Singh. Oh, God. All right. Richie said, nah. Hey, Caribbean Soul, he's not Captain Singh, man. Capitan. I think Capitan didn't join us tonight. Curtis Monteshard, welcome. Caribbean Soul said, Rowley could get people to march. Them grandmother just drag their whole family behind PNM, else they wouldn't get their house.
They wouldn't get a house.
Yeah, he ain't get it.
Leave it for Baliz's house.
I think he's talking about a different type of house. You know? Magnus Batiste, welcome. Where are you joining us from? The legacy of the PNM is the empowerment of descendants of colonialists to the detriment of the descendants of slaves. That was the mission, and black people supported. Okay.
Magnus, your observation are profound.
Yeah, you know, Magnus, welcome. That's a profound. You know, it's funny, eh? And we always say this, Tommy. You see, let me say this, we try our best here to be as factual as we can. And every once in a while, we are going to get it wrong. And when we get it wrong, we want you to fact check us. keep us on our P's and Q's, right? We have stated this on thousands of occasions. There are 3 constituencies in Trinidad and Tobago that have never forsaken the PNM. 3. Lavantil West, Mova Lavantil East, and San Fernando East. They have never forsaken the PNM. Never. When the PNM lost 33-3, that was the only 3 constituencies that voted for the PNM. What year was that, Tommy? 1986? With NAR?
Yeah, I believe it was 86, yes.
All right. So let me say it was 1986. We in 2024. So 86 and 4 is 90, right? And 10 is 2000. That is 14 years. 24 plus 14 is 38. Right, Tommy? 38 years. 38. Yep. Right? And Tommy, go into Lavantil West today and go into Mova Lavantil East. I am saying it. It's 2 are the most dilapidated constituency in Trinidad and Tobago. San Fernando East have been improved splendiferously, tremendourously, fantabulously, and marvelously. What happened to them 2 constituencies under the PNM? What happened to them? What happened to them? Why they in the condition that they're in today? Why is that? Why? And you have never forsaken the PNM. Every single time an election come, you go to the bank and you deposit your vote for the PNM. And when time comes for you to get a return on your vote, ROYV, return on your vote. ROYV, ROYV. I just make that up. ROYV. When time for you to get a return on your ROYV, what you get? A swimming pool or a standpipe. That is what you get. And you have never forsaken them. You know what? You have to try something different. You have to try something different. Because you can't expect doing the same thing and get different results. And that's exactly what I'm saying. I had to try something different. Get something else I try. Let me try something else. Let me just try it. Try it and see what happens. You know why? You have nothing to lose. Absolutely nothing to lose. It cannot get any worse than it currently is. It cannot. You think it could get worse, Tommy?
Nope.
Rishi says, no one believes this, but the blacks is more racial. Yeah, Rishi, we addressed that. Anna says, no Wall Street. I'm not criticizing what you said. I'm just putting in my... No, Anna, though it's fine, you know. Anna, listen to this, eh? You see in here, Anna, we just take plenty blows, plenty blows, but we want people to be critical. We want you to be critical. We want you to think critical. Think critical, right? And if we believe that you are right, we acknowledge it. It's that simple. It is that simple.
Because regardless of what, we have to face reality.
We have to face reality. Correct is right, Tommy. They rob the house next to us, and we boys who don't have opportunities abuse the family, not just take the money and stuff. Caribbean Soul says, Rishi, in Trinidad, I would say East-West corridor, the Africans over that Caroni Bridge is a different breed. Caribbean Soul, don't say that. They have opportunities. That's why they do that. Okay. All right. Oh, Anna just says 56 million on climbing to upgrade the zoo, and they couldn't fix those 2 schools in Lavantil. You know, Anna, you know something? I still have to read that report, eh? Anna, I did a research today, Tony, and I see 56 million. I'm gonna go to my phone. I see 56 million for a zoo, and I think it is 8,550 square feet. Let me see something. I want to see something. Let's see if I get that right. Yes, yes, 8,550 square feet, excuse me, for $56 million, right? That is about 7 point something million US, right?
Yeah.
Well, if we say seven to one, that would be about 8 million
8
US.
million US.
Right, it'd be 8 million US. So Tommy, this is what I did, right? I asked the question, what's the average square footage cost for construction in Trinidad and also in the United States of America? Right? You think that makes sense?
I hear what you're saying, but in this particular case, with a zoo, I don't know if you'll be comparing making the right comparisons.
But they say a two-story building with a floor area of 8,550 square feet, you know. That's what they said. You know. I'm trying to find an average. Okay. So listen to this. The average construction cost per square foot in Trinidad and Tobago can vary. But here are some recent figures. The cost range from TTD 600 to 650 per square foot. For Tobago, due to high labor and material costs, the cost is higher, ranging from 750 to 800 per square foot. Another source suggests that the average cost typically range from TTD 1200 to 2000 per square foot. Right? However, these figures can fluctuate based on the complexity of design, choice of material, current market condition, right? So I was trying to get an average price, just to get an idea.
Yeah. And what did you come up with?
Let me say it's 2,000 per square foot. 2,000 the highest. 2,000 per square feet. A two-story building, right? Forget about whether the price in US. Let me use Trinidad price. Let me double that, Tommy. Let me say 4,000. All right? Is that fair?
Fair enough.
Let me double it. 4,000 per square foot by 8,550 square feet. Go give you about 4 5s are 24, it's at 32, about 34, $35 million. I double it, 56 million for a zoo. 56 million. And I thank you very much. I had that sitting there because I did a quick forget about the US. Forget about wherever it is in the US. He's saying $4,000. 4,000 a square foot. Something wrong, Tommy.
Oh yeah.
Right? Something wrong. Yeah? And Anna, you are absolutely correct. Piccadilly, sitting down there by the river. St. Philip's, sitting down there by the flyover. Which is more important to me? I mean, of course, animals are very important too as well. You know?
But education is much more important.
Education is the key. And you rather go and spend 56 million on a zoo than to spend renovating Piccadilly and St. Philip's School. Make it make sense now, man. Make it make sense now. Right? This is not whether you like the RPNM or you don't like the RPNM. This is about the people. This school is not for us. This school is for the children of the most disadvantaged communities in Trinidad and Tobago. Just imagine, Tommy. Piccadilly is a neighborhood school. Many of those kids can walk to the school, right?
Right.
St. Philip's, neighborhood school. Many of the kids can walk to the school. When them kids know how to commute further, that might be an additional expense for these parents. Not only that, that means they may have to get up a little earlier, right? That can create stress. All these little things add up. These little things add up. Yeah? Magnus says, this is why this state. Magnus, we're joining us from Tobago and watching from Florida. Oh, he's in Florida. This is why they say that condition there are no threat to the colonialists. Tobagonian watching from, well, what part of Tobago from, Magnus? You know, my father is a Tobagonian, right? Anna says Makanda Daga did so much for people of Laventille, and they turned their backs on them with the partnership. And it ain't easy, you know. Warshid, you missed that point. I don't support RPNM. What if government fix up an apartment building, they destroy it? Accept that too. Will you build up a place where someone keeps destroying it? But Rishi, you're painting a broad brush. Fix the environment, right? For example, Tommy, where we live up in Chumaka, Claventil, they had a fella who used to take care of the building. I forget what they used to call him. He just used to come, he spend the day, he make sure the building clean, he make sure everything did, you know, and you need to have a what is call them thing again, boy? A neighborhood association.
Yeah.
Which is very important. We need to implement them kind of things. On Saturday, we have a and I suggest this idea to them, you know. Like Phil Gerald should have a MP on the block, for example. MP on the block. And let me give you my idea. You know, Phil Gerald you listening? Let me get your idea. Once or twice a month, you could have what's called an MP on the block. And you could pick a block in your constituencies, maybe 2, 3, you know, we just call it blocks up there, 2, 3, 4 blocks, and go and do a cleanup on them blocks. Liaise with the councillor, find out which places need some little cleaning up, and on a Saturday, right, buy a little bit of, bring a little food for the people on them, a little breakfast, and have an MP on the block. And you're cleaning up the block. And do that throughout the constituency. You do one in wherever your constituency, St. Barb's. You do a next one down in Desperately Crescent. MP on the block. And that should be done, right, in all 41 constituencies with an MP on the block. And I'm sure there are MPs who are doing it. Yeah, MP on the block. Easy. Now, Rishi, you can't paint that broad brush. Honestly, but it's not the actual zoo being upgraded. They are building a cinema, etc. at the front. Oh God. Anna, don't tell me that. Please, Anna. Don't tell me that. Another thing where they're making the rich richer, Tommy.
Hey, money had to spend.
Another way where they're making the rich richer. Oh boy. Wall Street, they can't walk to school. Don't you watch the news? They'll be shooting up the place. Yeah, Richie, we had to bring it back. We had to bring it back, man. Oh God. Tommy, Richie, you gotta find your own line, you know. You can't use my line. Tommy Richie says Wall Street, you're just a neighborhood association. Like we're talking about two different places, not Laventille, Trinidad. You need to put on that glass before this program.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Let me give you a round of applause for that one. I'll give a round of applause for that one, Tommy.
Take that, Father.
I'll give you a round of applause for that one. Yeah, 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 yeah. Take that, take that. Tommy, you know who I got in contact with? I
No.
think Judy said, you know the guy who's doing the videos called Christmas List?
Yeah, Chris.
Chris, you know, I invited him on the program and we've been going back and forth and he let me see something. Hold on, eh? Nah. I go take him another day. Let me don't lose. Let me play this voice note and then I'm gonna read that I'm gonna read that
Good night, Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy. Mr. Washington, there's a difference between marching under the UNC when they're in power and marching under the PNM when they're in power. Under the UNC, you could march, you could still lose a day work, and it won't affect your week pay and stuff. Under the PNM, they just stifle you so economically that you can't march, you can't lose a day work. Anytime you lose that day work, that is a day. It's pressure when the week come. And that is where the PNM does do here.
okay. Pressure boy, pressure. Pressure does bust pipe, you know. Okay. Let me go to this article. I've been saying about this article for such a long time. Here we go. Um, okay. Here we go. So, folks, there was an article in today's Is it what today's Express? 16 hours ago. Maybe it was. It was an Express. I think it might have been yesterday. 16 hours ago.
Today.
Okay. Today. Okay. The headline reads Ramdas calm cross the line.
Mm-hmm.
Auditor General Jawanti Ramdas has alleged that Finance Minister Col Imbert tried to bully and intimidate her to change her 2023 audit report and that he crossed the line in doing so. Tommy, did you hear that?
Yep.
Let me repeat that again just to be sure I read that correctly, Tommy. Auditor General Jawanti Ramdas has alleged that Finance Minister Col Imbert tried to bully and intimidate her to change her 2023 audit report, and he crossed the line in doing so. And Tommy, that is not misbehavior in public office. That is not something for the Integrity Commission to pick up and investigate, Tommy. Tommy, you had to help me. Help me here.
Well, he did that because he believes he can get away with it.
Oh, Tommy. So you know, you are saying, Tommy, he did something, and Tommy, that might not be the first time he did something like that.
You're a smart fella, huh?
Yes, in my estimation, this is not the first time that the Minister of Finance behaved in that manner. What do we say? A fish doesn't rotten from the tail. What do we say again, Tommy? A fish
does not rot from the tail.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's go on. Let's go on here. She said, further, that the attacks against her in the parliament by both Imbert and Attorney General Reginald Armour on April 26 caused her great humiliation and distress, so much that she had to abandon her errands in the public domain and retreat to her home. Imagine that, Tommy.
Yeah, she can get hurt.
Let's read on. Ramdas has commenced legal action against the Attorney General, seeking, among other things, that she has the right to retain a legal representative to defend herself on issues that are arisen pertaining to the preparation and laying of the Auditor General's Report 2023 in Parliament. Her claim was filed in the High Court on Tuesday, and a legal team is led by former AG Anand Ram Logan of Freedom Law Chambers. The Express obtained the 1,465 plus pages of court documents, which include, Tommy.
Include.
Wait, Tommy. You wouldn't believe what it includes, Tommy.
Read on.
It includes an affidavit from Ramdas detailing what transpired after she completed her report. And there is more. And all the actions of the Ministry of Finance to try to get her to change the audited report. Tommy,
Misbehavior.
if this doesn't result in misbehavior in office, right? We could just forget about Trinidad and Tobago. Forget about it. Just forget. Just leave it. Leave Trinidad and Tobago alone. Let them do whatever they want to do. Because it's not a democracy no more. It's a democracy. Whatever we see, we see. It's a democracy now. That is it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Here's the affidavit now, Tommy. The affidavit. According to Ramdas affidavit, Imbert called her on April 3rd, 2024, Tommy. The man called her, and Tommy, you know what? This is not the first time he called a public servant. It's 9 years they in office, you know. It's all kind of people they're calling, you know, Tommy. And plenty of them people scared for the job, they acquiesced and did what they had to do.
Who does the Prime Minister place into office as acting Prime Minister when he goes away?
I don't even know who does place. I don't know. Is the Minister of Finance?
Imbert is who he places in there.
Oh, okay.
Why? Because he gets continuity.
Oh, okay. Okay. So let me read on. According to Ramdas' affidavit, Imbert called on April 3rd, 2024 and inquired whether she was aware of the problem regarding the missing 3.4 billion in the national accounts that were presented, and she indicated it had only been brought to her attention. Imbert asked her what she could do to help the government resolve the problem. Imbert wanted to cook the books. How could you cook the books? There's no other way to think about it, Tommy. Imbert asked her, what could she do to help the government resolve the problem? What is the problem? If you have a shortfall, right, and it was missing, here is the document, here's the 3.6 billion, and that is it, talk done. Yeah, nothing to worry about. Let me read on. Ramdas expressed concern that the office will be unfairly blamed by having to accept responsibility for mistakes of such magnitude. And in response, the minister, they have acting prime minister, tersely told me that we'll deal with the question of blame later on. Don't worry about that. You hear that, Tommy? Let me repeat that. The minister, acting prime minister, because he's acting prime minister, tersely told me that we'll deal with the question of blame later on. Don't worry about that. And she said I needed to, and said I needed to cooperate with the government and solve this problem.
Solve it the right way.
No, solve it. No, he don't want you to solve it the right way. She's solving it the right way. But he wanted to cook the books. Cook it. Let me read on. This telephone call left me with an uneasy feeling. The tone and attitude of the minister made me very uncomfortable. I felt intimidated and extremely worried. I was concerned and worried because this was not the first time the Minister of Finance had called me personally about my audit report, and I felt he was crossing the line. Tommy, this wasn't the first time, and I don't think it was the second time, and I don't think it was the third time. I think it may have been quite a few times. And he got away with it, Tommy. But this time, she says, ram that's in your face, ram that's in your waist, ram that's in your patent place. This was not keeping with established protocol, she said. Ramda stated that the April 3rd phone call was not the first time Imbud had called her. She said that after she submitted her report on the financial statement of the Heritage and Stabilization Fund on November the 29th, for the year ended September the 30th, 2023, the minister called her personal phone to criticize an adverse finding she had made about the finance ministry. He called to criticize her. She's the auditor general. She's there to make sure what you told them is the truth and nothing but the truth. Let me read on. He called me on the 15th of January 2024 at 2:37 p.m. on my personal cell to express his displeasure over my finding that a deposit in the sum of US now, $182,213,278 was made on the 23rd of December 2022 in breach of the requirements of Section 13 of the Heritage and Stabilization Fund Act, Chapter 70.09 of the laws of Trinidad and Tobago. I was surprised that the minister was calling on my personal cell phone as opposed to my official office phone, as I was not aware how he came to have the contact number for my personal cell phone, she stated. You hear, Tommy?
Yep.
You hear? You hear? The man calling she personal phone. Listen, if this is not misbehavior in public office, I don't know what it is. Listen, you know what this is, Tommy? That's why we have so much bandits in Trinidad and Tobago. This government is a bandit government. A bandit. I have to put now the RPNM gang, because they are gang. They are gang, Tommy.
That's criminal behavior.
Criminal behavior. This is now, the RPNM is now a gang. Them just like the 6, 7, 8, 9. They should name themselves 10 now. Them is the 10 gang. The RPNM 10. You hear this behavior? This is an affidavit, you know. This is an affidavit by the lady. Father, please put a hand. Let me read on. He told me he was of the view that I was wrong to make such an adverse finding in the audit report on the Heritage and Stabilization Fund and demanded that I change it. Tommy, he demanded that she change it to lie. in favor of the RPNM gang to lie. I found the minister's tone and attitude to be arrogant and threatening. And I felt as if he was trying to bully and intimidate me into changing my report. I told the minister that I felt uncomfortable with the conversation, but that he could have the permanent secretary write me about the matter if he so desired. And he said goodbye and hung up the phone, she added. He didn't get what he want. He didn't get what he want. And you know something, Tommy? I want to say I believe that instructions come from up on high. I don't think he took it upon himself to just do that. I believe that instruction came from the top of the top. That is my belief. Let me read on. Ramdas said about 2 weeks later, Imbut wrote her a letter dated January 31st, 2024, on the Auditor's General Report on the 2022 financial statements of the Heritage and Stabilization Fund, when he again requested that she change the report. A copy of Imbut's letter was provided. Ramdas stated, I was uncomfortable with the minister's demand and the arrogant and intimidating manner in which he was dealing with me. I decided it was unethical to accede to his request to change my finding. The woman know about ethics. She know about ethics. This RPNM government have no ethics. None. They are a bunch of bandits. I said it. We have a bandit government running Trinidad and Tobago.
Criminal behavior.
Criminal behavior. Bandits. And you know what make it worse? Them bandits making law for the country. We have a bunch of bandits making laws for Trinidad and Tobago. For me, this is where the taxpayers' money, the Ministry of Finance is responsible for the taxpayers' dollars. Let me continue because my phone going from the report. Hold on. Oh God, hold on. All right, let me try to start this over. Okay. Let me get out of there. Yeah, Tommy. I have to go back into this report. Tommy, this is bandit behavior. There's no other way to put it. This is banditry at its fullest. And you see, Tommy, that's why when I see a march with just 400 people, Mr. Florida asks the question, do people seriously want change? I think that's an excellent question. You ask the question too, Tommy.
That's right.
Do people want change? Let me go to the chat while my phone get this report here again. Hold on, folks. So Anna says, yes, close to the foot of Chancellor Hill. Richie said, yeah, it's so unbelievable Trinidad government wouldn't be accountable for nothing. They could kill in daylight and still get away with no accountability. Well, you're talking like Donald Trump, boy. I think Rowley will go down in the books of history, nothing like him, yeah, boy. That man leaving a legacy here, boy, that will never be the same again. And them same minister that send appointment to call them phone, but they get catch, they just call she personal phone. Let me see if I can finish this real quick here. All right, you get it back. Okay. Okay. She said she replied to Imbert letter dated. God, come on, man. Dated February 14, 2024, stating that the report on the financial statements and heritage, the report on the financial statements of the Heritage and Stabilization Fund remains unchanged. Next is error in public account. Ramdas stated that on April 5th, 2024, she received another memorandum from the Finance Ministry Permanent Secretary, which stated that, arising out of his reconciliation process, the variation discovered in the statement of revenue for the financial year 2023, which was submitted to a department in January 2024, is $2,599,278,188.73. She said the PS indicated that they will conduct one final check in respect of the remaining balance of $780,499,791.27, and accordingly advised that the final statement will be submitted to her by April the 9th. Given the magnitude of the alleged error in the national account, the shifting of the financial goalpost to the lower revenue figure, and the significant amount of revenue that could not be accounted for, I was very concerned about these unexpected and unprecedented development, stated Ramdas. She said she was also reluctant to accept these accounts because she was unclear as to whether she could lawfully do so, as the Act did not make provision for submission of any other accounts after the statutory deadline of January 31st, 2024. Ramdas also noted that the audit was complete and to receive amended statement will railroad the hard work of the department. Tommy, we have a banditry government, a banditry RPNM government in Trinidad and Tobago. And I make no mistakes about saying that. It's a bandit government we have in Trinidad. A bunch of bandits running the country. Palandi Nigel, welcome. Sharon Khan, welcome. A bunch of bandits. There's no other way to put it.
Well, let's see what the population does about it. Let's see if the people are conscious and aware of what's going on, or they're just gonna keep their heads buried in the sand and hope it goes away.
To me, I am saddened that my country selected a government to run the country where every creed and race should find an equal place. And this government, in my estimation, this alone should call for a new election in Trinidad and Tobago. In my estimation, this should call for a new election in Trinidad and Tobago. You know why? This is taxpayers' monies that they are messing with. Magna says there's an urgent need for sensible black people to take their brothers and sisters out from the yoke of the colonial PNM government. If not, I see poverty, starvation, and pain shortly. Magnus, you see poverty, pain, and starvation shortly? That already happened, Magnus. That already happened. Magnus, in 2015, when this RPNM came into government, there was 17% of black people living below the poverty line. 17%. Under this RPNM government, it went to 26%. 26. That is more than 50%. And we have a black prime minister. So poverty and starvation is already in existence. However, Magnus, they are suffering peacefully. They are suffering peacefully because the government in power, we government in power. You know, Tommy, they don't like when I say that. People don't like when I say that. They're suffering peacefully.
What they want? What the hell they want you to say?
Um, they're peacefully suffering. That song better. It song better. We are at the point in Trinidad and Tobago. Where's that? Never in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. And Tommy, there is a bigger, wider thing we have to look at here. If this could happen in the Ministry of Finance, this one thing, what about all the other years, Tommy? What about
Exactly.
all the other years?
Exactly.
Were we getting accurate figures? Is it possible the Auditor General say, you know what? All right, come. You're beating up on me. I go just turn the other cheek. And then finally she said, enough is enough. We had enough of you trying to bully and intimidate me. And she said, that is it. That is it. That is it. The woman have an affidavit, you know. She swear, you know. She swear, you know. So me, boy, I don't know what else to say, but I don't know what else to say. And it's sad. That's why I tell them guys that it's sad. Because you having a march for a big issue like this. A big issue. This is a big issue, you know. This involves the Heritage and Stabilization Fund too, you know.
That's right.
This doesn't just involve this missing 2.6 billion or 700 million, whatever it is. It involves the Heritage and Stabilization Fund. When them guys supposed to do something based on the law, them is bandits. You supposed to do something at a certain time and you ain't doing it. Because all they don't care. Them don't care. How I go support them? If I supporting bandits, then I part of the problem.
That's right.
I can't support that. I cannot support that. This is madness. I think that is song we have to go to the note of.
Yeah. Let people start putting their closing statements in the chat.
Yeah, folks. Correct, Tommy. Start putting your closing comments in the chat. Tommy boy, I am shocked and amazed that this has happened in Trinidad and Tobago. There were so many other things happening.
I've,
Right?
I've gotten kind of numb to the happenings in Trinidad, and
Wow. Tommy, I never know you would have said that boy.
yeah, I've gotten sort of numb because I expect anything. The people need to revise the bloody constitution and do a serious job at it, so that we can hold our governing
Disaster.
accountable.
So Tommy, before we go for the break, what do you think will be the outcome of this?
Not much. Not much, because John Public, they're asleep at the wheel.
Wow. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Let me see if there's any more voice notes there. Folks, you're gonna go for the break. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Warsheet, and you, on WZY 95.9 FM. Folks, put your closing comments in the chat. Put your closing comments in the chat. ah, ah, Rishi says, Warsheet, you call the government bandits. Now I feel you will not sleep tonight. Yeah, they're bandits. A bunch of bandits. And it's the Ministry of Finance. That's where the money does go through, you know. That is the ministry does allocate money to all them other ministries, you know. That is where the taxpayers' dollars does flow through, you know. Yeah? And we have a bunch of bandits dealing with our money. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We're back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Warsheet, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Tommy? Wow. I don't know what to say, man.
It is what it is. That's all.
I don't know what to say. Oh, you know what? Let me just play this quick video before we go, Tommy. This is the video of the march today. I just want to play this. Let me get this real quick. This is only about a minute. Okay, it's in 6. I know where I put that one this time. Okay, here it is.
Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. Shortly before 2 p.m. today, members of the Pushback Movement, which is a stakeholders united movement, they were led by Michael Kerr, alias Mikey K. They came basically to have their views aired as they took a stance against government in support of Auditor General Jaiwanti Ramdas and the issues that she has with government right now. It was about 100 strong, approximately 100 strong, and one of their grouses was that their views wasn't being heard in the media, so they came directly to us, CCN TV6 and the Trinidad Express at Express House to let their views be heard. They also took this group to the Trinidad Guardian, as far as we know, with basically the same message. It was more or less a peaceful protest, a bit loud, but police won't call out or anything like that. They got their views heard, they got their stories covered, and they left in peace, basically. But and we will continue to give you updates on this ongoing story as time goes on.
There you have it, Tommy.
Yep.
So let me give my closing quote for the day. My closing quote is, stop using energy to worry. Use your energy to believe, create, love, grow, glow, manifest, and heal. Stop using your energy to worry. Use your energy to believe, create, love, grow, manifest, and heal. From where I sit, this is it. The clock on the wall. So that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent. When talent does not work hard, and for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. And remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. Go ahead, Tommy.
Who is the brave man? He who feels no fear. If so, then bravery is but a polite term for a mind devoid of rationality and imagination. This is from March by Geraldine Brooks. Like I always say, you must become the change you want to see. You, the man in the mirror, However, if you look in the mirror and you don't like what you see, do not blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up. Remember, love is the key. Love you all. Be safe. See you on Sunday, God willing. Happy Mother's Day to the mothers on Sunday.
Thank you, Tommy. So, folks, as you put up your closing comment, we out of here. What's that? Mean Gene says your closing comment applies to you, Wall Street. Okay. Hey, Mean Gene, you're still there listening, man. That's your closing comment too, Mean Gene. Tommy, I'm surprised he sent a threat for you. I'm surprised he said something about you, Tommy. Oh, boy.
He knows I have thick skin.
Oh, you know you do know your skin thick.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, folks, we are out of here. And we're gonna go out with this. Good night.
I jumped the wall about 12 o'clock and I gone inside. Stand up there in the people's fed me eye, open wide. Everybody inside there like they fetting hard. But when I watch out their faces, mama, yo, like they're going mad. It must be the budget that the man from Whitehall did read. Cause all of them inside are there like they suck a crazy seed. That kind of hair couldn't come from weed. This is not a pet in here, this is madness. This is not the kind of jam where you stand like a chupidi begging for mercy. This is not a pet in here, this is madness. Ay, 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 ay. Everybody mad. Ay, 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 ay. Where we going? Where we going? Where we going? Why we going there? If you see the glasses thing, the one who does name it wrong. The same one who used to walk the road like she can't touch the ground. Since she lost, she takes it over. If you see the child getting on kind of wild and wassy like wassy going out of style. From hold on me head and ball, up feeling shame. How she have about 12 to see and she went to holy name. Same time my ex-cute man pass and gone with the dame cause this is not a pet in here, this is madness. This is not the kind of jam where you stand up like a mumu, the rhythm go jam you. This is not a pet in here, this is madness. Ay, 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 ay. Everybody mad. Ay, 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 ay. Where we going? Where we going? Where we going? Why we going there? Where we going? Why we going there? It have a big French Creole one, they just call him Pierre. He went the hot dog down with somebody, half a beer. Then he snatch up the pepper sauce, mama, he drinking that. Start to cuss up the barman saying, how the beer so flat. It was Wednesday morning gone, the man business place closed down. So when you check out the fella position, you can't get him wrong. He and an ex-union man hug up singing the song. Hear them. This is not a pet in here. This is madness. This is not the kind of jam where you stand like a momo, the rhythm go jam you. This is not a pet in here. This is madness. Ay, 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 ay. Everybody mad. Ay, 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 ay. Where we going? Where we going? Where we going? Why we going there? Where we going? 4 in the morning, the promoter at a loss. The partner tell the boy, don't take nothing, calling the police force. A strange woman named gas station Jean, no mama guy, she shout out, if the village bloody over, well tell them we say the lie. It was 6 o'clock in the morning, sun done start to shine. The short union man turn and tell the tactical, shoot me while we wine. My comrades, we're not leaving here until 9:30. This is not a bet in here, this is madness. This is just the kind of jam where you'll be in trouble if you're not a rebel. This is not a bet